Hello everyone, Bardic Nerd here, returning with my Let's Play of Millennia, where we are working on a quick world conquest. Not going quite as quick as I'd hoped, but still making good progress. Was worried that I had accidentally deleted the video file for this before I could do the recording, but luckily that turned out to not be the case. So I have my nice tea Earl Grey hot here, because what is world conquest without tea? Tea forms an integral and vital part of world conquest, as we all know. Tea. And I also have some fresh baked biscuits too, which I just made before this. My wife and I recently started trying Blue Apron, which has been delicious, and we got some biscuits to make this week. So I made those this morning. But sadly they do not pay me to say that it's good. I wish they did, but it is good. Maybe if I get popular one day, they can pay me for saying that. But right now, we are dealing with a few things. We are sending an invasion force over to here. Also near our capital, the Russians are trying to invade us, and we are fighting them off. So we have two-front war right now. Because we're in the Age of Blood, and everyone is at war with everyone at all times in the Age of Blood. There is no peace in the Age of Blood. Isn't it wonderful? I love war. What is it good for? World conquest. That's what it's good for. Well, world war is not good for anything in the real world, but in games, war is so much fun. Well, actually, I usually prefer peaceful routes in games. Honestly, because I like building up my economies and such. But you know, war does spice things up in games. So, we are building up our forces here and dealing with the Russian invasion. But we have a bunch of forces over there invading that city over there whose name is escaping me at the moment. The one that starts the Y. So, the Russians keep sending forces down here, and I have some troops over here that are dealing with them as they come down. And I'm also trying to build up my improvements in Nice, but do not have enough improvement points to do what I want at the moment. Let's see this biscuit. Very good. They are cheese and scallion biscuits with red pepper jam. Did overcook the biscuits a little bit, but not too much. Unfortunately, my oven tends to cook things a little bit quicker than most ovens, and I sometimes forget to take that into account when following recipes. If I follow the recipe exactly, I will sometimes overcook things, and I sometimes forget that. Oh, it starts with a V, not a Y. Okay, whatever. Bill Cashuban or something. And I meant to put my phone on silent so we don't get interrupted by it. And I need to watch it so I know how much time I have left too. Very good tea. So I am sending my forces to take this, and I do take it then. Excellent, great. So so it's on to their next cities. Taking one. There's other places that go up to the Germans over here, but I want to continue on with the people that I've been attacking and see what we can do with them. And once the Age of Blood ends, then I do end up actually making peace with the Germans. So that I'm not fighting on all fronts. Because that would be foolish of me to keep fighting on all fronts when I do not have to. Right. So those Russians get taken care of. They have a bunch of more over there. At some point, I actually do go and raid them a little bit. I never managed to take any of their places over, though. But some raiding, fill out some of their improvements. Right, and I am having problems with sanitation, and my needs are not really being met. I do need to build this city up a bit. I want to build Midden, but I don't have the improvement points because it takes a bunch of improvement points to build a Midden, unfortunately. But eventually. Probably just get a mine now. Yep, do. Alright. And biscuit with jam. Alright. There we go. And very good. But I need more tea. Always need more tea. So, Yeah, we do a little bit of skirmishing with their units there, but we never actually go after their cities. We have other fish to fry. And they would be a distraction. And we don't want to get distracted. Oh, shiny, what's that? As I said, don't want to get distracted. Okay. Yep, have a fight with Russia that ends inconclusively. Those guys can do some damage though. Bow archers, there we go. Bow archers are very useful things. Raiders is really nice for making an early push, but unfortunately it does drop off pretty darn quickly. As we see with the crossbows that they have that just will one hit take out a unit of raiders. And crossbows are a thing that you get in the age immediately after raiders, so you really gotta act really quick with the raiders because they become obsolete pretty quickly. Which, I mean, raiders are really good for a rush. Really good for a rush, but you gotta act really quickly. They become obsolete very soon. Oh yeah, so I'm just moving those out so that I can keep them a bit safer and avoid any losing stuff. Alright, got some enemies up there to take out. There we go. Right. I'm in a very good position in this game. Though I have made some very good early gains. My starting city is pretty decent. Made good early gains, taken out one civilization and badly hurt another. So I think this game is going quite well. Chaos event. Don't have the money to pay, so I have to accept it. But it's not a terrible one. It's not a terrible one. Some of the chaos events are pretty bad if they, depending upon your situation. This one is not terrible though. Depending upon your situation, this one can actually even be welcome. Because like it's a way to train up your units. Free things to kill. That are annoying, but not too bad to defeat. So, that said, it does kind of, you have to devote some energy to killing the stuff rather than other stuff you might want to do, but, yeah. So I take some units off the border with Russia to engage this stuff, but it's fine. It's fun. Alright. And I can make something new here. What do I make? I have the Colossus to make. Colossus doesn't really help me that much. Yeah, the lookout's going to be good, though. Of course, getting more bow raiders is also good. Bow raiders last a bit longer than the regular raiders in usefulness, because they're, roughly as good as a crossbow. Roughly. Not quite as good in some aspects, but better in others, so it's yeah. So just okay, yep, going back down here. There's the barbarian that spawned there. Okay. Got that barbarian over there. Got other barbarians are just gonna attack us, I think. Which, but we'll weather them. We'll weather them. Uh-huh. And as I said, we weathered them. They're fine. Nothing much to worry about. That does get pillaged, but we can repair it. Which means we do still not have enough for a midden, unfortunately. Yeah, Crane will help us get stuff quicker. Alright. Do we do anything with those? I don't know. Okay, we assemble a group down there, I guess. We're probably gonna go take out that barbarian soon. Presumably that's what we're doing that for. It's been a while since I recorded this, so I can't remember all my thinking. But that's all right. It's all right. Ah. Okay. We got here. Up. All right. Just killing stuff. Uh-huh. those barbarians did. And yep. Just send those over to help out. Oh, there's some Russians over there. Everywhere. Darn Russians. Right. Doing anything with that? I don't know. Maybe not. I capped on it, so could potentially do something. We're just gonna heal there. And what are we doing here? Sending stuff back. We're delaying our attack, which is probably gonna be mean that we don't actually take that place. Perhaps this will. We don't take that place. Spoilers. Perhaps the fact that we had to delay it here was one reason. Perhaps not. Perhaps we wouldn't have taken it if we'd just been able to push now. But I don't know for sure. That's good to have there. Gives me some more building power. Nice. More production. Yep, a bunch more production. And also a little bit of gold from the town too. But specializing towns as lumber towns or mining towns is a wonderful way to get a lot of production easily. Really useful. So. Right. Okay. Well, gotta build there. Ooh, scriptorum. That could be good. Gives me knowledge. Knowledge is key. Oh, and we have researched something too, it looks like. Was it preservation that we were researching or something? What was it the thing that gives us this reform that we just researched? I can't remember. Well, we'll see soon, I suppose. Meanwhile, just skirmish with the Germans. Alright. Yeah, go over and kill that guy. That's gonna hurt us a bit because of the, yeah, they're pretty powerful. Yeah, let's force march them and just actually destroy that thing. There we go. Right. Right. Set. I have a bunch of units, so I'm doing everything. Yeah. Foresters there. Develop the town by having foresters adjacent to it. And then I can work the foresters too, which will be useful. Lumber wood is very useful in the clay is really powerful in the early game. But clay gives you both production and improvement points. And you can turn it into bricks to double its effectiveness while earning some engineering XP at the same time. But yeah, the lumber economy is very, very useful. Will really give you a lot of power if you have a good lumber economy in the early mid game, or late early game. Yeah, late early game going into early mid game. Lumber is really good. Then it starts to get that you want a lot of mining and metalworking economy. That will ultimately get the most production. The lumber also gives you a lot of production too, but lumber critically is the source of paper, which will result in you being able to turn that into books, which give you knowledge. So really important thing. I think we're just deciding what we're gonna research here. I think we go for gladiators to get the proving ground. We might go for brutality. I'm not positive. I think ultimately we try to take both of them, but okay, we do that one first. We do that one first. All right. Hmm. Right. Okay. We are just figuring out our path of conquest. We have, of course, the major city over there. There's also some minor cities to go and attack. I believe I do actually go get the minor cities and take them over. But I am never actually able to take out Victus, sadly enough. Sadly. A little more of this biscuit. Hmm. 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 All right. Well, great. Hmm. Right. Um. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Oh, I must have just went there. Okay. Yep. We have. What are we gonna use that on? Is the question. Anything? I may like just force march some people over places that could be useful, but getting some raiders there, that would be a good thing to do with that. Feed the need for raiders to take that place over, which we aren't successful at. Oh, no, that was some other people, I think. Some other people are trying to siege it too. They are also unsuccessful. Right, so I can get some more raiders and finish out that group. Uh-huh. And we finally have our sanitation problem fixed. Maybe next we can fix our housing problem. Yeah, we have needs in that city that are not really being met as ideally as I could meet them. But, you know, we are not focused on our economy, we're focused on killing other people's economies. Because, yeah, that's what you get with war. That's what war is good for. Destruction and having everyone not be as good as they could be. In case you haven't guessed it, in real life, I am something of a pacifist. But, not that there aren't times when we do have to fight. Sometimes there are. But ultimately, war is something that hinders humanity as a whole. And I am very much about humanity as a whole. But that's neither here nor there. It is fun to play with things that we do not agree with, or that we wouldn't, or that we think are bad things in games. Some people disagree with that, but I think that doing things in games that you would never want in reality is wonderfully it is wonderful and fun, and lets you reaffirm why you don't like them, or lets you get things out of your system. So there's many good reasons. Lets you explore it and understand it. Bit of my philosophy of gaming, I suppose. Um, but right now, we're sending those also to join in the battle. And building some more bow raiders. When I said I could be building up my economy instead. Oh, maybe I do actually. Well, I built a lookout, which that's useful to defend, but also gives me exploration XP too, which will be nice. Not that I'm doing much with it, really, but all right. What else do I do here? Do I get a military camp, which is a new thing of this age, gives me housing and warfare XP also, which is pretty nice actually. Age of Blood does give you some useful stuff. So like the variant ages, like the crisis ages, like sometimes they give you stuff that you would not otherwise be able to get that is useful. So not entirely bad to go into a crisis age. Occasionally, you might actually want to go into a crisis age. It's uncommon, but sometimes you might. Sometimes you might. Um, and you can. It's all about what. And there's many times you don't want to go into one of the regular variant ages because the bonuses that you would get don't work with your strategy. And generally the regular variant ages do mean that you that there's one or two things that you don't get that you would normally get. So it's all about choosing what age works for your strategy. just don't get to choose as much if you get locked into going into a crisis age, which is kind of the if you have the option to go to a crisis age, you are required to research that. Um, so, um, and in the crisis age, all do present some sort of difficult problem. Like the Age of Blood means that, everyone is at war and you cannot have peace. It is impossible to have peace during the Age of Blood. But, maybe that's the thing you want. Maybe that's the thing you want because that works for your strategy. So it's all about knowing what each age is gonna give you and what you can get out of each age and choosing which works for your situation and your strategy. All right. There we got some Russian skill up there. They got crossbows too now, which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I probably force march and take those crossbows out. I'm making good use of force march in this play. Through what do we have there? Berserker and a spear. That's not really what we want to face. Berserkers are an Age of Blood unit that is, reasonably strong and gets bonuses against line units. They're not an amazing unit, but they will chew through raiders. If you have a large group of raiders against one berserker, you'll still win, but they will take out. They will demoralize a raider in a single hit, generally. So you have to be careful if you are reliant on raiders because they will get to a point where they just aren't effective. And that point will come quickly. But let's see. We did end up losing some forces over there, unfortunately. So our attack there is just not going to be very feasible, unfortunately. It's just not going to be feasible for us to take that out. If we had moved a little bit earlier, maybe. Not sure. Not sure if we would have gotten it if we'd moved earlier. But certainly at this stage, we can't take it. We can't take it now. Ooh, some barbarians to kill there. Maybe I should do that and get. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait until I get max culture charge to do a peaceful revolution. I think that's what I do, but I'm not positive. Yeah, send those to take that out. Okay. Yeah, so we did defeat them, but it was a bit difficult. And we're gonna wanna probably force march them to take the thing out fully. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay, got about 2.5 minutes left here. So, looks like we are heading towards wrapping up this session. Probably abandoning our attempt to take that place. Maybe doing a little bit of pillaging of its improvements. So that would profit us, certainly. Yep, and starting to research the Age of Kings. So we will get out of the Age of Blood soon enough. Proving ground, yep, that'll be excellent. Give us more experienced units. But we are just making a few last decisions here. What was I doing here? I guess fiddling with where things are placed to see what I wanna, how I can make the most of stuff. And just debating something about the kiln, obviously. What I was thinking then, I do not actually remember though. But yeah, that's okay. Vats will get me some wine. That'll be good. So I'll just shift things around to make sure all of that's optimally used. Wine. Yeah, so I want to get one more grapes to be fully utilizing the vats. That looks like. Don't think I have them. Oh, I do have the improvement points, maybe. But that is where we are going to leave off. So until next time, we have a few more seconds, I guess. But this is about where we leave off. So we will pick back up next time with entering the Age of Kings. Until then, take care.